One of the biggest problems that I see with people not being consistent on their nutrition plan is when they adopt a real diet mentality or a real all or nothing mentality. Okay? Why is this a problem? Well, it's a problem because people, get really excited. They have all this energy and this will and this desire to act, and they set themselves up with this really, really difficult plan that just kind of wears away at them. So they get 100% just psycho committed to a very strict regime, but after a week or a month or 2 months or whatever the case may be, they just get fatigued by that, and it's just like, man, I've just had enough. I just want to have a pizza or whatever it is, right? And you've just been depriving yourself of that forever. So what happens? You swan dive off the wagon like you're jumping into that chocolate river in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, and you never come back. You drown in there. And all of your hard work leading up to that basically gets completely erased. So how can we do better? Well, the first thing is identifying that all or nothing mentality and making sure that you don't do that, right? Set some leniency up in your program, right? You don't have to be 100% at the so-called perfect diet for you in order to get better. And in fact, most people can get by with just a few very simple changes and making sure that they just hit that low-hanging fruit that it's easy to pluck, right? If you're starting here, you don't need to worry about getting up here next week or next month or maybe even next year or maybe ever in order to achieve what you want. All you need to do is worry about the 1 or 2 steps that it's going to take you from here to here. That's it. That's all you should be focusing on, right? So maybe that's losing 5 pounds. Maybe that's feeling a little bit better, whatever the case may be. But just go from here to here, figure out what needs to happen to do that, and just live here for a little bit. Make sure you kind of consolidate those changes and everything's flowing and working really well. And you're like, man, this is pretty easy. I can just maintain this. Now, if you're not happy with the level of results that you're seeing here, we're going to just kick it up one more notch. Okay, what are another couple changes that I can make to get just a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better? And if you set yourself up that way, over the long term, you're able to make an incredible amount of change, but it never really feels so hard or like an overwhelming task that is just weighing down on you. So that's it. Scrap the all or nothing mentality. Just focus on being a little bit better at a time, and don't worry about perfection because A, you're never going to get there, and B, it's just going to set you up for a massive departure from your regular thing where you're just going to be stuffing calzones and Dairy Queens and everything else in your face, and then it gets sad. There you go.